everybody. Welcome on back to the Point Park Esports broadcast where you can see
Hello.
a good old-fashioned Spider-Man in the background. That's going to be Nico. I think they're not exactly playing for the first map, but welcome on in to the broadcast. We've got Valorant Green for you today as the Valorant team takes on one of their opposing schools in what could be a match for seeding, right? They don't need this to qualify for playoffs. It's very much just okay, let's feel it out. Let's get a win under a belt. Let's prepare ourselves for playoffs. Of course, for those of you who do not know, my name is Ari Cast. I'm part of the Gold team here with Astrid, who is part of our crew here.
Yes, I am. This is my second time casting. Hopefully, I'll be doing a lot more here.
Stay here for good. Should I leave you? Do you want to stay and do the whole thing by yourself? We're good with that?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, at least if you're not going to cast, you're going to play at some point?
I will, hopefully.
Ooh, potential green member coming up.
Potential.
Ooh, okay, I'm down for it. Let's get into this game. We've already got the comps, and that's why we don't have too long of a yap session, because we can see exactly what's going on in the game. Of course, for map 1 is going to be Lotus up at that top. Map 2 over to Ascent. That's Point Park's pick. And then for map number 3, it's going to be Haven. So 3 of your more traditional maps. Do you have any thoughts on those maps?
It seems like Point Park has gone into Haven a few times. The few times I've seen them play. Lotus seems like a pick favorite, and Ascend. A little tricky.
Ascent's one of those maps where literally every person always has played it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have your way around it. Of course, for those comps, for those of you guys that we kind of scan by, I'm seeing a harbor hover still, by the way. So keep that in mind, because if we do see that lock, that would be absolutely nuts. I don't think they're going to go for it, but you're going to hear some very visible reactions if that player gets locked when we start loading into the lobby. So if you don't mind, sweet old producer, with the harbor being locked, can you show us the facility cam when we go into that loading screen? Because I want to see their reactions for what happens when they see this harbor on the other side. Completely nuts, by the way. Of course, double duelist, Sentinel in the form of Sage. Not exactly big for map control, but you can still make it work. Okay, let's see it. Can we cut to the facility cam, please? I want to see it. Well, I can see D's reaction. Okay, yep. D's laughing. Ethan's kind of like, huh? Okay, yep. Colin gave you a huh as well, and yeah, a few giggles on out from the players.
They seem pretty chill. They seem pretty chill.
Yeah, they're not underestimating their opponents, and that's what you got to do. You got to hold that respect down, and of course, play as much as you can, because if you don't show up to the gunfights, well, they're gonna shoot you back.
That is very true. Always got to keep your eye out, especially for the unseen.
This is true, especially whatever's behind these doors could come rotating around to you. Point Park going to be starting on attack for all 3 of these games today, by the way, so keep that in mind as we continue on forward, but we should get those overlays set up for you as we get further in. Benedict College is going to be our team opposition, and I'm not going to lie, in terms of just these basic compositions, I have to go with Point Park. I'm not saying that to be biased, but Breach Fade is something that we've seen so commonly, maybe not the previous meta, but the one before, and it kind of gets rebuffed as those Breach flashes go to 3.25 seconds long, by the way. Kind of nuts. Little spotlight on Valorant Game Changers Championship there. Wish I could go. Fortunately not.
One day.
I mean, I have been to Masters Toronto. That was a great experience, so for those of you feeling the need to attend a Valorant event, and so be it. All right, looks like we're going to get underway here. And already, it's Betty Boop to fall on short. Angel, okay, Satchel in onto sight, landing the headshot with the ghost, and now holding this pixel angle, which is kind of nice considering you don't expect it. They don't hit the shot, though, and your boy is going to be taking out the player towards that Link side. Of course, a 3 versus 4 on the retake with one player, Astra, playing from Mound. D's going to take down 2, and Angel with 3. It's our ace, if you want to call it that. 2 for D, Angel as well, and Point Park win the pistol.
That was a fairly quick round. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even think about most of what just happened, even though we just went... Oh my goodness, I can't talk.
Sounds like English to me. I think you're doing okay.
Okay.
Sweet old producer, would you mind maybe boosting the game audio for us if you have the option to do that? If not, all good. But yeah, Point Park, I mean, just doing what is a basic pistol strat. Go towards C, you want to run it down, make that quick, easy, and well, it works out in their favor.
Well, it seems like Point Park is starting out very slow. However, if they could get the enemy right around the corner.
Uh-oh.
Smoke was just thrown, and uh, Benedict is so far lurking. We're lurking and sneaking around the corner.
Yeah, you're going to see everybody starting to kind of crash into this B site. All the rotates here, but again, the beauty of B sites is you don't really have to take these engagements right away. You do it on the defender's time, and that's going to be Rain a blind on out. One player, though, only has a classic in the way Angel Crispy with a headshot, and that'll be Melon as well. Colin in on the action. And the little C's around the corner should be good to gain that having control, as C's in the corner
Ooh.
is Angel taking down Vivid. One player to go, and we wish you the best of luck, except that Paint Shell is going to take you down as well. So Betty Boop, unfortunately, going to be hitting that reset button all the way back to the spawn room.
And we are now 2-0, 2-0.
We are up 2-0.
Yes, we are.
And of course, best of three, as you guys can see at the top. Nothing super high heavy on the stakes just quite yet, but nice to get some momentum early into these games. Do you see anything from all of these players, like one of these players, that stands out to you in these first few moments?
Definitely Angel. D as well. I will admit, Benedict College is playing a really nice game, especially for the first 2 rounds. Vivid, however, against Angel and D, I feel like that's like a duo combo right
It's a
there.
death sentence at the same time. too.
Yeah, the death sentence and a duo combo right there.
Yeah, obviously, we want to see the strength of numbers be used here. Elevate picks up a 1. That'll be Colin to pinch from behind. Now both players pinned in the back sight, and wow, it's just Dave completely.
Wow.
Melon with a nice save there on Elevate, who was blinded by that Prowler, and D whiffs the first shot, but gets the second one in the end. I'm going to tease them about that after, but it doesn't matter. They get the round, they get the team ace, and honestly,
That round
that was
definitely-
flawless too. I don't think anyone went out.
very flawless, and it went by in just a blink.
We do know, by the way, just in terms of ranks. Now, again, this isn't ranked. This isn't ranks speaking for what the game's going to look like, but it does give us some decent insight. Point Park, I believe, are slightly better in that category. So you're kind of looking at people to maybe be like, okay, if we're looking at purely statistics, Point Park should have the advantage. So it is nice for them to come out with that bonus round, which is, of course, winning the 3rd round on top of the 1st and 2nd.
Of
D.
And D goes in for the headshot, but slowly misses. I have to see if D can go for another headshot. 'Cause those are pretty clean.
Once you see them, once you have the opportunity, D's not going to whiff all of them, surely, right? Just maybe the first one. Right, here you go. Chance, Angel, not going to land the first headshot. Chip down to about 30. Paint Shell goes in backside along with the Nano Swarm. That should bounce on out. Oh my gosh, this person is not
Betty,
having fun at all. They nerfed the util in this game, by the way, in the past patch, and still taken down by multitudes. Angel swinging on through, gets an 8 back for themselves. Melon will find a trade over towards the flank and make that D as well with the Ghost. Bonusing it looked like from that 3rd round bonus on top of everything. Just getting the victory into their hands. Now one lowly Raze in the spawn. It's your boy trying to hope for any sort of value, and unfortunately we know how this one's going to go, as the bullets already starting to run out with 6 used against the Prowler. A 1 versus 4. You think they're getting even one here?
That's a tough question.
They got about 10 seconds to answer.
They definitely do. Your boy is definitely sneaking around the corner just to make sure that there is no one sneaking up behind him or in front of him. However,
Timing! Oh no, that's the ADS Stinger moment for you, by the way. If you zoom in with the Stinger, it only shoots 3 bullets, and it's tough to control that recoil. Some damage done on a Colin, but have a feeling this is gonna be it. Saving the Stinger would be an interesting choice, in my opinion, but I don't think they're gonna be letting have
oh,
the
and Angel
chance.
gets the kill.
Absolutely. Angel just picking up whenever they need to, right? Some of the kills are massively impactful, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they're also just like, hey, I'm having a bit of fun, I'm celebrating. And 10-0 on the scoreboard is not dang bad, huh?
Way to go, Angel. So far, so good, especially in like the 4th round. Hello?
I'm still, by the way, expecting to see that Harbor utility, because I haven't seen it yet. And I don't know if that's just me being blind, but I'm waiting for that big old high tide to come down this A main line, something like that, use this Viper Wall, and we just haven't seen it yet.
Hello? We'll eventually see it. I hope.
Everyone's talking in game chat, by the way, which is not how this is supposed to go.
Hello up there.
Hello, world, indeed. Well, I have a feeling Benedict's going to be maybe up for a rude awakening, as that showstopper should be used in this round, most likely for
Especially
entry.
while Angel is shooting the box. However, I don't see the point of. Oh
Hello. And goodbye. What?
wait! Right through it. God.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Sure. You can get the kills however you want to take it, Colin, with a nice little transfer on the spray.
Yeah.
Flash off of the timing of the Rain will blind. Perfect, but gets blinded up. Still goes for the shot. Betty Boop is falling on short, and the aftershock is perfect.
Can they get
from
a third?
listening.
And they got a third.
Oh my gosh. Well, Point Park up 5-0. And I hate to say that this might be a potential mirror of last week where it was 13-1 and 13-0. But Benedict hasn't showed me that they have what it takes to, or at least haven't shown us that they believe they have the chance to at least get that one on the board.
So far, yeah. Angel with the KD8 of 11, and we.
Oh no, the first
Colin 5 and D with 4. However, this is definitely gonna be a mirror of last game.
We don't know just quite yet, right? Obviously, Benedict could just maybe be slow out of the gate.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe
Fair
get
enough.
the ball rolling a bit further, but I want to see a bit further of that team play from them, the utility out in more than just that solo sense, and already a free C site gandered on 4 Point Park side. That C is not going to be catching on to anybody, and Angel just holding on, right? Lurking around the site and actually just, what is this, calling a fake? Oh no, the spike is down and somehow turns around and whips Betty Boop in the face. They fall on over, and that's 3 players. Hey, look, the cascade comes through, except it's a little bit too far because now everybody can swing over that high
And now
angle.
and then there was one, and then they're gone.
Yep. It's just a numbers game that keeps on diminishing for that Benedict side.
Oh my goodness. They are playing with no mercy.
D, don't look at your phone. D, why are you on your phone? Focus on the game, please. Thank you. Well, I guess at the same point, right, not to be too disrespectful, but if your bottom frag on your team has 2 kills, and it's the same amount as the top frag on their team of 2 kills, you gotta be feeling pretty confident, even to the point where you could even take maybe a phone break here or there. It sometimes hurts to say that, but the truth hurts sometimes. Showstopper, Nightfall, all going to be used, and Angel will find the first on to boy. Maybe not fast enough to get around that corner, or even just a Prey Fire. Vivid
Angel
talking in that
with no
game
mercy.
chat again. Yeah.
Angel's been playing with no mercy as of lately. Definitely shown that they did not come to play.
4 players on this angle, by the way. Colin's going to have a lot of people to deal with, and only can find the one. Of course, Elevate. I believe misses the Prowler there, but it's okay. They have cover from both main and heaven. It'll only be a few moments more before the players fall.
And then there was one.
Indeed, again. We find ourselves at just one. Familiar situation, huh? Past 4 rounds.
Very familiar.
And this might actually just be the call to save. Yoko just going over towards C main.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Wait.
Did they pretend to hit the door and miss it and then run? Well, they're definitely hurt on out.
They're definitely running. Will they survive? More than likely. We'll see. Not.
Yep. Well, you got your one. That's the best you can hope for, right? Melon obviously picking up 1. But yeah, we've seen some shenanigans going on where everybody's using the in-game voice chat for a quick moment, maybe a fat finger, maybe not, either way. Still just a little bit of additional content, if you will. Point Park up to 7, though.
Ooh.
What do you expect out of them in the next round? Do you have a play that you want to call? Is there somebody that you have a prediction that's going to pop off in the next round?
I definitely predict that Angel is going to be the one to get the most kills.
Okay, well, just
Angel
give me a cop-out
and
answer.
D, however.
Just give me a cop-out answer. Oh, I think the player with the most amount of kills is going to get the most amount of kills. Oh.
Well, I'm just going off of speculation. I'm sorry.
You know what? That's fair enough. I mean, you're going off of facts, and as much as maybe that's not the answer we want to hear, to see that hero moment, it's actually Colin to pop off. So maybe
Yeah.
we're both wrong.
Hey, listen, we'll see.
Hey, prove us wrong. We're happy for it. We want to see everybody step up on this side, and of course, Angel being the most aggressive positioning in this moment, still going to be that spearhead and blinded on up. Actually, he's going to have to fight Vivid over towards CT. That'll be Elevate swinging on through off the Prowler. Crouch spray doesn't
Ooh.
find one. Wish they would have maybe swung with a teammate, but either way, still all is good. And, oh, Angels just passed this ultimate. Doesn't even tickle them in the slightest. Although judged in the back, this could be a round.
Oh,
Hold up, Benedict. Have a solid chance. Melin, though, stunned out while spraying. Your boy with the judge. Everybody's got to start fun running. And D, it's all up to them.
come on, D.
1 versus 2. Here's the second player. Not even the half on the spike.
Oh,
So there's the elimination. Is there enough time on the defuse? No, there isn't. There's no time on the defuse. Oh, my God.
Point Park gets the win in just enough time.
Well, I think that comes down to, I mean, literally a fraction of a second we saw with point 4, but also the defuse not getting half.
Yeah.
The player just got off a bit too early for whatever reason it was, and maybe they felt unsafe, unsecure,
Yeah.
and they'll pay the price of a round.
Pretty much. I would like to come back to our previous conversation. I want to see Elevate definitely rise up in those ranks.
Well, and we know that every player has their moments. We've had rounds where, Elevate's popped off, where it's Angel, D, who knows, but at the end, right, you got to play that team game role, and if your role is to hold the flank or make sure that players don't get too silly on your own team, then
Yeah.
so be it. Play to secure the round, play for that information, the util. And hey, it's been working so far. We can't really critique them.
True
8-0. Nothing to scoff at. That'll be 2 players. Oh no, the aftershock. No, this is gonna get both of them. They have to swing out. Colin with 1, and they're just being put like sardines in a can. It is unfair. Colin, Angel, they're all striking down the mighty hammer of Zeus. And Benedict College, only 1 player remaining. It's your boy, who unfortunately will not stand for much longer. Although they find one on the elevates, they will
Yet
quickly
not.
descend to the grave.
All right, that I don't know what to say about that one. I'm speechless. I'm a little speechless.
That just goes to show you Point Park know how to use their util.
Yeah.
That's the chemistry. That's the util dump. That's whatever you got to make it. Looks pretty dang good.
Colin is definitely getting up in those ranks as long as with D and Melon and Elevate. However, Angel is leading them all by 16. Oh my goodness.
Give you a prediction. What's the highest kills on Point Park's side going to be at the end of this game?
13. No, wait,
What?
wait. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Oh, no. Kills?
Kills. The kill record for our team in this game. What do we think it's going to be? Like, how much is Angel going to get at the end of the game?
That's a question that I don't have the answer to.
Well, that's why it's called a prediction, but I guess I'll give you more time to think about it. The Nightfall popped on out. Your boy will go down. Angel as well swinging through. And that'll be a paint shell available. Uses it actually towards that heaven side as opposed to the CT. Even though the tracers and the trails... Oh no, this is going to be a double fight towards flank. Melin with a rude awakening. But now the alarm bot comes through. Run-and gunner with a Spectre pays off. Vivid seeing clearly this time. And D now going to have to land the bullets. Now just a 2 versus 2. That spike not even planted though. And this is just a pinch and a punish. Colin with 4 and a great round from them.
That. Again, I'm speechless. And D...
You're saying words right now? I don't know how.
I am.
I don't know if I believe that.
I am. Maybe it's just the heat getting to me. However, I am holding a very nice Red Bull in my hand to keep me cool.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
It's very hot.
It is warm in this room. Absolutely, I do agree. Point Park up to 10 double digits. Colin Angel up at 17. And I guess a little bit of a mini game that we can play here as well is as much not to pick on them, but necessarily just to help them get their efforts back into this game. I was going to say Betty Boop, but I'm talking about the Reina. I believe that is Low Heisty. Yet to get a kill in this map so far, and, well, they eat a headshot. They find a blind, and unfortunately, they will eat another headshot as well. So no first kill gathered for them in this round. A 5 versus 3 could turn into a 5 versus 4 if you do use that Sage res, but Point Park, it feels like this is going to be all but theirs, especially with that Cosmic Device used on out to deny any sort of retake.
Right before we even went to the next player,
Ooh.
Colin had gotten a headshot. However, we lost one.
Showstopper.
Yeah.
Look at this big old rocket going to be coming around the bend. Could actually splash onto 2. Elevate's going to be careful. Where did this rocket even go? It doesn't even get fired, but your boy still gets the kill anyway. Angel, there's one. There's 2. And Elevate as well to secure one more. Point Park up to 11. 1 round more for a flawless half.
Congratulations.
Well, we can't say that yet. They got 2 more.
Not yet. But like, at least I want to congratulate them on the win.
I mean, it's true. They did win the round.
Yes.
You have to congratulate them on, well, the better gunplay, better util play being rewarded. That's just
I'm trying.
what it comes to. No. I'm saying, like, we as a unit, have to complement them, which is what
Yes.
you did. Which is why I'm saying, fair play.
Yes.
Point Park, 3 ultimates on the board here. And we've seen this one before. It was the same execute where the breach got into tree and then, oh, hello. Actually popped their Rolling Thunder from that tree, and it'll be the Nightfall instead first this time. I expect to see something similar, though, after. Yep, there we go. Am I a pro or what?
You
Gonna be
definitely are.
stunning that one back sight, and that'll be the Raze bot to take on down Yoko, reveal their positioning, and now give them little to no chance of making impact in this round any further. Angel, though, spots the haunt and has it whiz by their ear.
Can they shoot through the smoke?
Yeah, there is a wall there, but eventually the player is going to have to swing on around. It'll be Elevate to steal it on away from them, and that'll be the lockdown used. So just making sure to secure this round using all of their ults because it is the last round of the half. Now just the final player remaining in spawn. And that might have been the bullets hurt. The player, no, nope, just holding for the moment. Oh, there's the res. Hi, D. D's going to shoot. Yep. And there's first headshot. The
Yes!
second up at D. All right.
All ending with a flawless win.
But here it comes now. The key round of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Does Point Park 13-0? Or do they drop a round and potentially, let me speak some hopium in there, give Benedict College away into this game? It'd be a tough ass, don't get me wrong.
It would definitely would.
But it's doable if they can stay alive for just one.
Yep. Well, let's see. We shall see. We shall see. It is currently the match point. Ooh, Angel with 20, Colin 19, and D with 10, followed by Melon with 6, and Elevate with 4. All in a line.
This, of course, will be the fight for A pressure. No, surely they don't just do the Seize Nade and get a few kills off of it, right? This is just a classic range strat. Everybody does it. And no, it tags onto at least one. No, they didn't.
No, not again!
They did the thing. That's all it really comes down to. Colin with 1 on the Ghost. And what was the even start that Benedict needed to work into this game, now taken down just a peg and now 2. As 3 players remain, that's going to be Jump Up Colin, just disrespecting everything. An Angel, maybe even a second nade kill. No way, surely not, right? 1 bullet is all it takes, and blinded on up with their teammate, but it doesn't matter anyway. Melon will take you down, and 13-0. Who's got the broom? Who's got the broom? That's a sweep. Let's get it on out.
Yep. Congratulations, guys.
Wow. I mean, nothing much more you can say there, right? Point Park, they had a game plan. It was, on the attacking side, execute.
Very well.
There was never a chance that Benedict really had to get themselves set for those retakes. We just didn't see it from them.
Pretty much.
Maybe that's some comms, maybe that's general game plan, maybe it's Point Park just being too good. Either way, they were on the short end of the stick, and so they fall 13-0. Of course, we talk about Point Park's defending side. Well, there was only 1 round, so there isn't exactly much to really talk about adaptations they could have made. Do you have any final thoughts for this first map?
I would just like to reiterate that they did amazing. I was left speechless in multiple occasions, even though you said I did talk words. I was left speechless. I will admit, I was speechless. And some of those rounds did go in a blink. Like, I couldn't even react enough.
Yeah, I mean, just the potential for Point Park to really push that pace as far as possible and be able to win off of it time and time again. I mean, really does show what their game plan is, their strategy. And if we have to expect anything going into Point Park's map of Ascent, well, we can see something probably similar in that same right. Of course, before we do get to that, we are going to jump to a quick break, so don't go too far. We'll be right back with more Valorant Green action.
Stay tuned.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the second map here in the Point Park Green broadcast. And, well, the first one was a little bit quick, so instead of necessarily running an interview, we brought in one of the players to cast for the next map as they sub somebody out. So we welcome in Melon, who was on the green team last round, and I believe replaced by Nico, was that?
Yep.
So, give me your insights. I know you got to see it from firsthand, but how'd you feel after that first game?
Felt pretty good. You know, we kind of played well together. That's a big thing. Like, whenever we died and almost lost those rounds, we weren't playing together, and we're like, let's just play together. We haven't seen this roster, like, the exact players play together in, like, an actual game yet, so I'm interested to see how they play together, because usually I'm the IGL, so I want to see who steps up, and let's see if they can get another 13-0.
I mean, I did make a little silly, a little funny, that whoever would die to the Reyna, the player that unfortunately in the first map did end up having 0 kills, we'd have like a silly little challenge for them to do. But we also just have to see if that gets there. Of course, we know BENEDICT very capable of still winning those rounds. I'm not sure what their record is on the season, but we know they're...
I think they have 1 win.
Yeah, which proves my point of they can win. It's just about which version of the team do we see on the field at the moment. So, of course, we get to see the comps, the players, and right now, I mean, what is that looking like to you?
So I'm noticing, we got Phoenix on Angel Phoenix, that's normal. D on KJ, that's normal. Aiden on Omen, that's pretty normal. But the one thing I'm interested in is Colin playing Chamber. I've never seen him play Chamber. So he's my roommate, by the way, and I've known him since 8th grade. So coming up on 5 or 6 years, not once I've ever seen him play Chamber.
And what would he usually play in this scenario, would you say?
Cypher.
Cypher. So you guys would run double sentinel?
Yeah, that's where I think one of our strengths are, is double sentinel. Because
Fair enough.
I
mean, your attack looked pretty dang good that last time.
Yeah.
I would say, though, I mean, any thoughts on Benedict College and their comp before we get in?
I'm interested why they have a Yoru and not another duelist on there. I feel like Yoru's more of a supporting duelist than like a main entry, like movement-wise.
Sure.
Kind of like, well, you could say the same for us, but we got like the Phoenix wall to push us up.
Right. Yeah.
And like a Jet or like a Waylay or something. I don't know if Waylay's good on this map. She's new to me.
You could get away with a Waylay on this map. Oh, boy. That's a little aggressive on the initial peak, especially when you have that utility in hand. Angel, of course, just going to combine run to sight with the rest of the players. So that flash, though, not going to be finding its way through market. Eating a crap ton of damage is Betty Boop. And, well, this is a retake that now has to start in some way, shape, or form, and it ends very poorly for them, as 2 players will be reduced to all that is left for the Benedict College side. And, Point Park, as much as they want to play together, they also like to get antsy and overheat a little bit, no?
Yeah, especially Angel. And there we see him pushing up CT. No, and he backed off for once. Yours main, so...
And being held... Oh, timing. No way. No way. No way Aiden gets away. It doesn't even get the kill. I mean... Talk about a whole bunch of shenanigans going on.
They got bailed there.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly the biggest whoopsie-daisy that we saw out of the first and second maps. Like, first map, it was just, they weren't shooting, they maybe whiffed the shot, but a complete, I didn't even see him there. It's going to show you that maybe you just need to slow things down in your own game so that you can facilitate a speedier end time or more rounds on the board.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I would say D or Angel's going to step up and be an IGL here, which is kind of interesting because they're not like playing a role like Smokes or Initiator for that. So I want to see if like they can call let's play slower.
I mean,
it looks like they are.
Yeah, you can see the contact push here. They're not exactly feeling comfortable, and
Good
validly
rotate.
do. But at the same time, this is going to be heard by the Omen. Somebody's got to go mid, and that smoke should be the cue that the defense is aware of this rotate coming through. Hence why you see all 4 of those players. I mean, that's a big gamble on the rotate. So it is going to be a bit of a race, but for Point Park, at least they're kind of coming into the same site with about similar amount of time to post up into these defensive positionings. Of course, that wall just getting placed should give them a sense of, okay, maybe these players are here. That's
holding
2
tree.
slows, by the way. Angel, be careful. Don't walk out in the slow warp. Somehow got one, by the way. Yoko forced up a
Colin flanking on that.
into. Oh, Chambers. Good for 1, at least. Yoko. Again, with that Spectre paying off. But the trade's coming through. Does mean Point Park have to make a decision now. 30 seconds. They do have enough time to rotate, but
And util.
again, yeah. What exactly do you do? Do you choose to use that util and run into the site? It feels like the answer is yes. They ping out the first player, and that's at least the first. The flash dodge by the second. Muzzled
Nice.
Yeti. Lands the headshot. Waits for Lawless to
I
clean
feel
it
like
up.
they got a little bit lucky again there.
Point Park?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Well, I mean, Angel
I agree with
kind of
you.
went blindly, and they had three push up their tree. I've never seen it. Maybe one or two, but three is insane. Only having one hold site plus like the late on heaven. It's just interesting how they rotate and how, we ended up getting away with that round there.
I mean, let's talk about it, right? Obviously, Benedict, they're looking for any way they can get into this round, and they realize that Point Park do like to do a little bit of a death ball. So they're saying, hey, even if somebody does go for the flank and we do get punished for it, let's make it a play. Let's gamble for it, and maybe it works. Because nothing we've tried works so far. Let's go for something. If it's unorthodox, it might kind of scare them off and do something we've never seen before. Angel, nice headshot, by the way. Still can't hit that molly, but finally, we got the way there. Yoko will be the one down. Vivid as well. That'll be a nice kill from Muzzled Yeti as the site gets cleared on out. Of course, Point Park will do their diligence and make sure to check Boathouse, but 5 versus 2, and again, Point Park a successful entry. Now, might just hold on to this and wait for players to walk into their own deaths. Well,
Exactly what you said.
Muzzled Yeti, of course.
So now we're repeating it.
Getting a bit aggressive. I mean, there's the flame wall there, so a bit more pressure. And Angel.
He's gonna be hearing that one after this round.
There's not many times where I'm speechless. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That one was. If we had replays on right now, we'd be seeing that one again. But hey, anyway, Lawless, Nico, by the way, subbed in, getting to 3-0 on the board, which we know, I mean, just from the rank sense at least, Nico is a little bit lower on that board, so to see them kind of hanging up at the high parts is a good sign. Good
Yeah,
showing.
it's beautiful to see.
I
Especially because whenever I'm not playing or if I got a sub in for gold, we need to have that initiator, and he's kind of like backing up for that usually, or we're playing Sentinel. And I like to see how he's commanding the team here.
The molly in the smoke. No way. Great read there. I mean, still eating a shot is Angel, but should be able to use his flame wall to heal. No, does it a bit aggressive, so doesn't get the benefit of it. But still, the kills coming through for Point Park anyway. They could choose to do absolutely anything, and they'd win this round out as long as they played together. And it looks like they will decide to do that. Of course, everybody a little bit slow out of the gates as they remove 2 players, but eventually they do get out of sight. D maybe swinging off. Nice little flick onto the Dizzy there, but now 2 players left, and you have to say, what's the cue? What do we want to play off of? What's that win condition? And it's going to be D swinging off these players, holding stairs from sight. There you go. Like clockwork.
I'm a bit interested. So out of the first 4 rounds, we've seen them only push B set so far, except for a rotate on A. So I'd like to see if maybe they take some mid control, go up tree or go A, because usually that's what we like to do is we go and split 3A main and 2 up tree. Let's see if they want to do that here, or they're going back to B. I can almost guarantee it right now. Angel said, wait. I've got a Phoenix ult. I'm about to use it right now. And we're about to go and see him go in the first corner, flash, try and get a pick, then immediately ult back on the site.
I mean, fair enough. Let's see if the prediction goes out right. Popping the ult from presumably here is what we expect. Let's see if they make the call. Of course, that Sage Q of a wall over slow could be the sign that they maybe pivot away.
Colin's about to get into a fight onto tree or catwalk. Or is he just holding it blindly? Ooh, no ult.
And that's Shiesty getting a kill. That might be their first of the series, by the way. Ooh, nice shot by your boy as well. That went out towards mid. And again, Point Park, it feels like looking for advantages in this round where they don't necessarily need to. We call it the boostio strat of doing the same thing over and over and over until it failed. And so, yeah, if you want to keep going B, go for it. Because you can get away with it. You can go and find those trades. But Shiesty having a tear of a round for themselves. Has the res available, too, if they feel a bit more insecure. And that's a player that had their shoulders sticking out a little bit further than it's supposed to.
I don't think they know he's up on the wall.
No, absolutely not. Now they do.
No, and they're about to break it.
You can even get over to site here. It's going to be an angle, though, for these players to work with. Be careful. That's an angle that you're exposed to. And Nico, Lawless will fall down.
Yeah, I mean, and I like to say real quick, Nico has just started playing during the summer, and he's done an impressive job, like pushing up in the ranks and understanding the game. Like,
Time, D. Got to get that spike planted. 1 bullet remaining to take them on down. Of course, could use a reactionary fight here, but the plant goes down. That pullout time is there.
barely gets the win.
Woo! Bit close. Wait, the spike didn't even go down. You heard the boom
Yeah.
sound, and well, just the reaction time, I guess.
Yeah, back to what I was saying about Nico though, is his aim has gotten so much better. I've noticed in the past
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks, especially since starting out, and I think this is the first opportunity we're seeing him, really step up into like a huge role. And I think really honestly is maybe like he's not looking at the angles. He's just thinking like, what is my team doing? How can I help them out? And I think he's overthinking it. So I think as soon as he's like, wait a minute, my team got me, and starts like letting them do their stuff and he does his stuff, we're about to see him going solo, going ace every single round.
I'm down for that. You had to hype up the Clark ace is what it used to be. We said that if Clark gets back-to-back aces, we'd all go bald. And now maybe that's the case for Nico here. Just cheering them on for the first time that they do manage to get that extreme value. Of course, very aggressive ult here by D on the Killjoy for A, but nobody hanging around and having to really contest this. So that'll be all of tree space gathered. I really hope somebody would extend there because they have all that space. But instead, they're just going to decide to close the door. Hello, up in heaven. That's going to be a molly to stave off any sort of push that may come through. And now timing's galore. Muzzled Yeti will have to get one. Spots the second. Right click is good. And now the players can start to flood in from that tree area. 5 versus 3, but this one, it feels all but done as D. Everybody even posted up on the angle. Flawless round again for Point Park, and a much better change for the turn for them.
Yeah, I mean, going A for once I think really helped. I think honestly it's the stronger of our 2 sites. I don't know why we always go B.
More
But
fun.
it's more fun, yeah. It's one of the more fun sets, I would definitely say. I think everyone always goes, rush B.
I mean,
The old Counter-Strike saying.
that's true. I mean, I would say that if we know a Sage is playing over towards A and they're insta-walling it every round, let them, right? No need to contest that wall. No need to break it. Now, if you want to feign maybe that you're breaking that A wall, then you still send people B. That could be a play that they could make once. But if you're comfortable with this, if you feel like you can take this 5 versus 2 against the Killjoy bots and things like that, then why not go for it?
Angel gets 2. Wow.
Everybody.
That's just a free site.
Yep.
But I don't think they know it.
I think the fact that Angel walks out means that they're confident enough. Nice shot there by Muzzled Yeti as well. Now hearing the one player. Oh, timing again, but still lands the shots. And now one more to go. Of course, they will run to their death. That is Muzzled Yeti, but positioning noted on this final player. You have to assume somebody's going to go peeking them at some point. And Angel a bit aggressive on the flash. Second time, paranoid on out. Sprayed on down.
That's where we see him get aggressive on that.
I mean, at
And
that
then get
point,
traded out.
At that point, though, 4 versus 1, you're almost playing for stats, Angel.
Sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. Yeah,
The curse of the IGL.
before this game, Colin said, make sure I look really good during this game. And I'm looking at it. He's 6 kills below Angel right now.
I mean, he had a good game last game. Also, before you say anything about their Omens KD, I was told not to let you speak of said numbers.
What, 6 or 7?
Yeah, those ones.
Why are they funny?
They're not funny.
Okay.
It's exactly why we're going to gloss over the facts, right? 7 rounds for Point Park, in fact, but 6 chances for them to secure that final win. That's an aggressive TP, to say the least. But at the same time, it's worked before, and we watched Angel kind of watch the player go by. So, you know what? Gamble anything. Such an aggressive position, though. That's going to be a punish. Colin,
Look at
Aiden
Aiden
with their
real quick.
one. Yeah, Aiden is good, too. And, well,
Just cleans it up.
I blinked, and it's over.
Hold up. One of these Red Bulls are mine.
I think it was the right one. Ooh, good crack.
Thank you. I'm trying to be quiet about it.
That's okay.
Oh, I can hear Colin through the door right now.
Hey, they're hyped up. And that's the whole goal at the end of the day, right?
I'm pretty sure he's yelling at Angel.
Well, you can yell at Angel all he wants. Angel's 11-5. So, whatever floats their boat for that team chemistry, whether it's insulting, whether it's flirting, sometimes whether it's complimenting. Either way, we see the changes. And this Sage Wall, honestly, should give the pivot call towards A. I'm not going to lie. If you hear both of those Sentinels towards B, I mean, they might just decide to go in anyway, though, because they got a decent amount of damage on that Sage. and posted up heavily towards mid. Muzzled Yeti will fall. Gonna be interesting how they decide to go about this one. As
It looks like they're rotating out, but also like afraid to push in.
Well, Angel's not afraid to push in. Just letting the shots do the talking. Dizzy gonna go a little bit awry, and that's a Spectre spray from Market that doesn't find its mark, so that'll be a punish as well. Angel holding strong with their ultimate if they feel pressured enough to use it, and honestly, wouldn't be the worst of plays here just to secure this one, as would spell 9-0. Little to no risk then of letting this one fall short. D, though, blinded on up, and Market needs to duck. Lucky that they're short today because that TP is going to be completely capitalized on. They'll spot out your boy, and now just one player left needs to land the shot, and a headshot to go. I'll take that one. Drive through, please. You know, imagine you could just like order some headshots at a drive through and take them to go. I'm continuing my 12% headshot to Radiant Journey, by the way.
12%.
I believe that's what it is.
Speaking of 12, Angel with 12 kills right now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Barely leading the pack.
But at the same time, I mean, again, you only do what you need to, right? You can see them overheat as much as they want, but there's only so many kills available. And whether it's, you know, Benedict going for the flank and punishing them with that turret, or even Aiden over towards mid, that's Muzzled Yeti, or even Colin, who has been on the negative side of these mid pushes. Still, everybody doing their part, and that'll be a wall in your face you'll have to break, and no bullets available. Still the classic, no way, LaShiesty just falls on down, and that's the entire site cleared on out. We should see that flood, especially with the smokes coming through, and yes, indeed, that alarm bot, though, gonna pick up some sound on the flanking player, so that should be the comm coming through, as well as the Killjoy lockdown. So there is a decent amount of pressure here, but I want to see the capitalization, and unfortunately, it's a whiffed shot, so now it's a whole world of hurt for Betty Boop here. We'll have to fight into 3 players, and, well, they don't even make it past the first.
What a good reaction time from Nico.
Nice little thrash here. That one not even going to find anything, and that's the thrash changes for you. Angel, nice headshot. There's 4. And again, I mean, I want to hype it up more than it's been, but it's been the same thing, the whole same theme at the time.
Yeah, we just been between getting lucky and outplaying, you know?
Doesn't matter which one it is, as long as you're in the W category.
Yeah. This is where I would go and make a W with my fingers and say, you know, eat this W. Like famous Jameis.
Famous Jameis.
All-star quarterback.
See, I don't know if you saw my shirt.
No.
It's not a quarterback, but still a team.
What
Go
team?
Bills.
Oh, it's a Bills?
Go Bills.
West Henry.
No, that's a sponsor, but
No.
gonna be heading into the A site here. Angel just going for the wall. Nice little aggressive little peek and Muzzled Yeti clean with it. Nice little flash dodge. It's like clockwork. Again, they're gonna keep doing the same thing. I'd expect to see a smoke for Heaven or Cross, and it is for Heaven first. Although be careful, you walk through here, you're gonna. Oh my gosh! Whoa! I need a brown paper bag after that one. I'm gonna be sick.
I get that one.
That was disgusting. I mean, Collins still potentially for that reroute. Nope, deciding to go back with the team. Angel now gonna do Angel things as they propel their team to victory potentially. Yoko though finding their first, and the wingman gonna be saved to me for that defusal moment. The slow actually counteracting. Yoko, be careful. Well, there's a bullet in the back of your head as well as a molly at your feet, so that'll be the round again for Point Park.
See Nico clapping. He's really happy about this win.
You mean Spider-Man?
No, he's not Spider-Man Alpernate. It's like Peter Parker. You don't know he's
Oh.
Spider-Man. He's kind of ruined the whole bit there.
Oh.
It's okay. Things happen.
I guess.
Just like 11 in the first half. Things just happen.
Well, hopefully they happen again because that's what we've seen here. So does that mean Nico will return to Spider-Man after this game?
We'll find out.
Ooh, Spider-Man cast. I'm down. I'm so down for that, honestly. Any predictions going into this round?
I predict Aiden's gonna die first.
It's a good prediction.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Colin just sat him down.
I'm set. That's it. Fair enough.
We don't have chairs in here, but
But we did.
we're metaphorically sitting.
Oh, you just, sit down. Colin, though, getting double swung. Fortunately, can't look 2 places at once, so they will take a back seat in this one. D, though, with that lockdown, wouldn't expect them not to use this, so I have a feeling.
Wonder if they can see his head over the wall.
Yes, they can. They absolutely can. But not going to be capitalized anyways. That lockdown applying maybe a bit of pressure. Yoko, though, going to traverse over towards Heaven. And the slow should do a decent amount of work to cancel out. this push.
Interesting Phoenix wall after the ult.
Well, that's the one that they've been doing actually for the past few rounds.
Yeah.
Taking the back of side. And I actually like it in that moment because the lockdown doesn't cover Heaven.
Oh, it doesn't?
Mm-mm.
I didn't
So
know that.
anybody that's there is now covered by the wall. You can allow for the scaling out into sight. It's actually quite nice.
So, I'm sorry, Angel. I'd like to apologize.
I would say normally, though, it's a weird wall. But in that particular situation, okay. Angel, okay. It's just tap firing. Okay, going for the flick.
I think he zoned out. I'm not sure.
Well, you can see they're all enthralled at the 12-0.
Especially D.
Well,
So,
maybe we'll see a bigger reaction when it comes 13, right?
yeah, I'd like to circle back real quick. Going back to, like, the Buffalo Bills. This is kind of like what our team is, you know?
Okay.
Like, you got Angel. He's kind of like James Cook, you know? He always just runs,
Okay.
you know, let him
Old
cook.
reliable.
Yeah, old reliable, you know, except for a few weeks ago.
Right, he can be a little silly sometimes, but
Yeah, he lost 2 trap games in a row. Well, the whole team did, but he's kind of like James Cook. D is kind of like the cornerstone of the team. So honestly, I would say she's kind of like Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Seeing Colin as like maybe a cornerback, a little safety of Jordan Poyer back when.
I don't know if he's a safety. He's kind of aggressive for a safety.
Mm.
I think he's more like a DB.
Okay,
I don't know the Bills that well. I'm a Steelers fan. Aggressive Omen TP. And-
pays off.
Yeah.
Gotta win it somehow. Lawless, by the way, stuck in hell right now and is not able to get there once. So this is a potential chance for Benedict to get on the board. Angel, though, does have a gap to squeak out of here. Only problem is that Flash not going to really catch on to anybody. The toes could be spotted from the players in Gen as well as the heads. And that'll just be everybody shredded on down. There's the Jenny players spotted. Fire at their
And they
feet.
just got cooked. And
Man,
that's the game.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wasn't the
He really is
flame
James
that
Cook.
did the damage. Yeah, you know what? Let him cook. Fair enough. Completely okay with that. 2 back-to-back 13-0s. Point Park Green having an all-green match history today as it's all W's. And as much as the screen may say defeat right now, Point Park very happy with the W's they've acquired. As you
By their
can
faces.
see.
Especially Colin on his phone.
Well, we had fun.
I sure did.
We got to see it from an omniscient point of view. We could see all the funny things, the not so funny things, and the things that were only funny to us and not the players.
And Red Bull.
And Red Bull, which is not a funny thing, in fact, just a very great thing.
What are other 2 great things?
Point Park and esports.
I would say Extron. They're pretty great.
Ooh, you know what? You're right.
And then RPC Video.
Interesting. You know what? I agree. I completely agree. In fact, I agree so much that we thank them for powering today's broadcast because they are very much a big supporter of us, and we do appreciate that. I believe Point Park Gold, for those of you that maybe are feeling about heading out, not sure where you want to go, Point Park Gold should have a game at 9, so that will be covered in just a little bit, so don't go too far. Of course, we are going to take maybe a longer break. Not sure if that stream will click the end button, but we will see you guys back
About 50 minutes.
in about 15 minutes. All right, so
15? I said 50.
50? Oh my gosh, that was a quick series.
Wait, check the wash.
You know, I respect
50
it.
minutes.
Okay, 50 minutes, and we will see you guys back for one more Point Park Gold stream as they take on the final week of regulation.
Yo, wait, can I interview someone?
You know what?
Is that allowed?
Do we have time, producer? We do have time for an interview. So we're going to jump to a quick break, and when we come back from that break, we'll have enough time to interview somebody, and maybe they're really ecstatic interviews.
It'll be interesting who we get.
I'm going to leave that to you. All right, we'll see you guys in just a bit.
Welcome back, Point Park. We just saw a beautiful green team game. Back-to-back 13 O's, back-to-back beautiful plays for 26 straight rounds. All right, so I'd like to interview Aiden here. What's your online gamer tag you use?
It's a Muzzled Yeti 40.
All right, so I don't think we've seen you before in an interview, have we?
I think I have been in one, yeah.
Okay. Well, for anyone who doesn't know yet, what do you usually play on a Point Park Greens roster?
I play Omen.
Very nice. So I have a few questions lined up for you. One of them is from your teammate Colin Kendall. He says, "Why did you bait me? There were two people in front of you, and you didn't shoot either of them, and then you died, and then I died because of it, and we almost lost a round. You are a terrible teammate. I never want to play with you again."
So the thing that he just doesn't understand how like basically I'm just an intellectual. It's called discipline. That's about it. I'm just
It's aura.
yeah, pretty much.
That's all. That's all you'd like to say.
Like yeah, I just I was waiting for two of them to come out. I was waiting for them all to come out so I could kill them, you know. And he didn't appreciate that. But
So,
whatever.
would you like put life over kills or kills over life? Like, what's more important, your KD or your teammates?
I would say probably my teammates, but in this case, like
So relying.
what?
So relying.
No. So, but in this case, like only one teammate died for 2 kills, you know. So that's like a positive.
Kind of like in Clash Royale, positive elixir trade. So I have another question for you, right? If you were to be another character besides Omen, who would you play?
Phoenix.
Phoenix? So in playoffs, or maybe even next season, do you think you'll see Phoenix at all in your hands?
Maybe.
Are you going to push for it? Because we saw some nice shots from you today.
Appreciate it. I'm not gonna push for it though, because I just play Omen more. I'm more comfortable on it.
So what I'm getting at is you're going to stay on Omen, and Angel's going to stay on Phoenix on that map.
That's very possible. Yeah.
It's nice. So if you haven't noticed, we have a special guest with us. It's Angel. Come up here.
Oh.
What's up, Angel?
What's up? Wait, can you guys hear me?
Wait, hold up. Here,
Hello.
put it on.
Um, so you blinded me a couple times with your omen blind. Anything to say about that?
The only thing I have to say, I'll answer that question with another question. So,